Okay guys, today we're going to be taking a look at 3 of the knives that I have, the Japanese steel VG10s in my collection. Currently I have the Enso from Cutlery & More, the Tokageh, and the Dalstrong Shogun Series X. Japanese VG10 handles are very different. The micarta handle on the Enso and Garolite G10 fiberglass on the Tokageh, same as the Dalstrong. Profile of the handles are very different among all 3. The Enso has more of a D-shaped handle, and the Tokageh is more round, and of course the Dalstrong has the finger grooves cut out for the pinky and for the front finger. So we're gonna get into cutting some chicken with these 3 knives, and we'll see how they perform. Let's go ahead and check the weight on all 3 so you can see how they compare. We're on the wrong unit. Okay. 218 grams for the Enso. 228 grams for the Tokageh. 279 grams for the Dalstrong. First thing I'm gonna do is just trim the fat, like I always do. So we'll see how it works with trimming the fat. Very nice trimming. Very sharp knife, especially near the tip where I'll do most of the work for that. Okay, we've got a split here. If you can see, the grain goes this way and that way on that breast. There's a little fat line. I normally would just split those right on the fat line, make a tender out of that. And then what we're gonna do with this piece is we're gonna do a butterfly and just see how well the Enso butterflies. And of course after we do some trimming. Fat here, and the Enso is very smooth. The difference, you've got that hammered finish on it. The hammered finish, I believe, reduces the area, so there's maybe less drag. Works kind of like little air pockets, but it doesn't really affect the knife too much here near the tip because you don't have the hammered finish until the first 1/8 of the knife going on. Okay, so we're just gonna do a butterfly on this and we'll see how it fits or how it feels. Very thin, very sharp, very easy to go through. That is a clean cut with the Enso. Nice butterfly through. Okay. Next thing, we'll leave that tender as is because that's nice. Okay, that was the Enso. I'm gonna clean this up. It's not much of a mess, I'll wipe down. All things even. Okay, we're gonna get into this breast. Again, we're gonna do some trimming, always with the tip. The Tokageh is extremely sharp as well. Maybe not as sharp as the Enso, but it's still pretty clean. Noticing this, it has that Damascus finish. Again, we're gonna follow the line. Try to get through. Okay. A little bit of rough spot through that fat here on the Tokageh. Okay. A little bit of trimming on this. Okay. Try to do it on camera. So just trim. A little awkward position for me, no big deal. Okay, so we've got the chicken, as I call these, chicken fingers. I can probably split that one. It's a little bit thicker than the other one, but I'll just leave it and move it out the way. And we'll get into our butterfly here. Okay, so with our knife, starting from the heel, make sure I'm in there. Get a little closer. Maybe down here. Okay, that's good enough. Anyways, just gonna cut in nicely. Show the butterfly. A little bit thick on that end, a little bit thinner on that end. Still pretty nice. Do a tri-fly. Just to show how it cuts through. It, you know, pretty much glides through the chicken with all parts of the knife. So the edge is really sharp. It's really nice. The handle is more round. The Enso has a D-shaped handle, so you feel like you get a better lockup on it. This one feels a little bit kind of slick in the hand, but it's still comfortable nonetheless. And the weight isn't that big of a difference. It's still quite nimble. Okay, throw that away. And let's bring Dalstrong. And again, we'll wipe the counter or wipe my board. And I always use the NSF boards whenever I'm cutting chicken because I can throw them in the dishwasher. All right, third breast. Third breast. Okay, so do some trimming on this. Now, the shape and the weight you immediately notice on the Dalstrong. It's still comfortable in the hand. I love the grip. I love the handle, but you can tell that this doesn't feel as light and as nimble as the Enso in the Tokageh, just because it's got a lot more weight to it. So we'll go in, again, we'll cut through that fat, we'll make the tender there. Okay, trim off any excess fat here, that's really not much. This knife is extremely sharp as well. All three of those knives are extremely sharp. Now let's go into the butterfly. So right through the center. Now, the thing you'll notice about the Dalstrong is that with that extra weight, it's gonna make it a little bit easier to cut through things because you're gonna have gravity on your side. However, I don't know if you'll feel as precise with it because you'll have to control a lot more weight. However, in terms of butterflying, it did a pretty decent job. I don't have any complaints with it. I just don't know, compared to the other two, when I'm holding all three in my hands, this one is the heavier of the three. This one I would definitely utilize whenever I have to do a lot of chopping. They are different. It still has the hammered finish, which goes more into the blade. You get more metal with this knife as well, but I think it's maybe like $20 or $30 more than the Enso. So that right there is the quick test I wanted to show you guys with the Dalstrongs, with the three VG10 knives that I have. In terms of sharpness, they all have it. They all cut cleanly. Just this one, the Dalstrong feels a little bit heavier, and it is heavier than the other two. The handle on the Enso I prefer over the handle on the Tokageh, just because this is sort of, I mean, it's not necessarily round, it's oval shape, and this is just more pronounced. This is just a little bit more pronounced, and you feel like you get a little bit more of a belly on that handle. So it feels really good in the hand. This is a preference thing. Micarta versus G10, probably gonna have the same durability in the kitchen, so I don't imagine that you're gonna see much of a difference there. Time will tell as I use these more and more which one maintains their edge longer. I'm thinking that the Dalstrong is probably the workhorse of them all, just because it's a lot heavier. And I think one of the things to notice is that even though the handle, even though these are all 8-inch, the handle feels much shorter on the Dalstrong because of that curvature. So you feel like maybe more of the weight is towards the blade as opposed to the Enso, where I believe the weight is balanced right at the handle. So this is maybe a little bit more evenly balanced versus the Tokageh, which feels very similar, but it feels like there's a lot more weight in the handle than in the blade itself. So my preference or my thoughts is that the Enso has the better balance and maybe the best handle out of all three in terms of comfort and preference for me. The weight of the Dalstrong is very nice for a lot of use. However, I think the Enso or Tokageh is going to give you a little bit more precision when cutting. So depending on what you're trying to accomplish, you can see the profiles are almost identical. This is $10 more than this. I like the hammered finish. So I think I would prefer the Enso over the Tokageh, even though it's $10 more. And the Dalstrong, I think, has a place of its own as well. Not a lot of bad things I can say about these knives. I think they're all very good. I think it's just going to come down to preference in terms of weight. If you want something heavier, definitely go with the Dalstrong. If you want something lighter, either the Tokageh or the Enso. If you have a preference in a handle style, the Enso has that D shape versus a less gradual oval on the Tokageh, and the completely different and more contoured Dalstrong. You get more knife in terms of metal with the Dalstrong, more weight. Looks like a larger profile of the blade from the heel to the spine. You can overlay and you can definitely see that. The Tokageh and the Enso are almost identical. Okay, well, hope you found this informative. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. I'll leave the links to the knives in the description, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.